A story I heard from an acquaintance. Her house has a box that has been passed down since ancient times. Its size is 30 by 30 by 30, so it's fairly large. It looks like a boat chest and has a handle on the top. It has a handle and a lock on the front. It has a structure that can be opened and closed. However, the keyhole on the lock is filled with some kind of metal and cannot be used. For the time being, the key is also transmitted together, but this one is badly rusted and cannot be used. Since it was inherited in a locked state, its contents, including its existence, are unknown. It was a so-called unopened box. Quote, quote, quote. An acquaintance's family is female line, and boxes have been passed down from mother to child. It also means that the one who inherits this box will become the head of the family. An acquaintance learned about the existence of this box when she was in high school, but it was already decided that she would inherit the box. Because she had an older brother and a younger brother, but no sisters. I was nervous when you said it was the proof of the head of the family. An acquaintance told me about that time. A few years later, an acquaintance of mine who went on to a university in Tokyo was debating whether to look for a job locally or in the metropolitan area. When I consulted with my family, my parents wanted to find a job in my hometown, but my brother recommended that I look for a job in the Tokyo metropolitan area. I live in a rural area and there are few jobs. Due to the nature of the land, the proportion of physical labor is high, and the competition for places where women can work as regular employees is high. And sexual harassment is still rampant in rural areas. So if you want to work, it's better to live in the city. Don't worry about your parents because you, the older brother, will take care of them. That's what my brother said. An acquaintance was encouraged by those words and started job hunting in Tokyo. At that time, it was difficult to get a job, and it was difficult to get a job offer. When I became a fourth grader and was finally starting to get impatient, the obituary arrived. Brother died. I was heartbroken. After the funeral, my younger brother, who was in high school, told me this story. My brother insisted to his parents that he should be the one to take over the family. Because he is the eldest son, my parents didn't seem to care. My brother told me that my mother had scolded my brother to do some research on the matriarchy. Brother, you stole the box. It was my brother who found my fallen brother. I went to the room to call my older brother who didn't show his face even when it was time for dinner. When I looked inside through the half-open door, my brother had collapsed. A box lay next to it. It was almost at the same time that my brother turned his attention and the box snapped shut. The younger brother immediately called his parents. While my father came and called an ambulance, my mother went straight to the box when she entered the room and carefully picked it up. Then I checked to see if it wouldn't open. The box was not opened. When I pulled the handle, it only made a clattering sound. After confirming this, the mother exhaled in relief. I was worried about the box before my brother. But closed by itself. Absolutely weird. Both the box and the mother. My brother has repeated this many times. Your big brother's face was amazing. You look like you've seen a monster. I'm scared. What the hell is that box? It's something that you're destined to inherit, so you don't have to worry about it. If you inherit it, dispose of it immediately. Until then, be careful not to get too close. An acquaintance told his half-crying brother so. After that, the acquaintance eventually returned to his hometown and got a job there. It is true that there were few jobs, but women were not particularly disadvantaged, and they were never sexually harassed. Maybe I just happened to be lucky. Actually, I don't know what happened. There is no longer any way to be sure. My younger brother left home when he went to college and got a job there. He rarely visits his hometown, but he keeps in touch with him. Did you inherit the box? Not yet. Right now, my mother is still alive. If you don't mind, please show me once. Just the appearance is fine. Okay, I'll contact you before I dispose of it. Finally, we said goodbye. A few years later, after sending one email, I lost contact with her. The last email was to let me know that I was going to inherit the box.